Hi, welcome back. I got some really cool pictures using a buffed glass, some different colors of filter, and a mirror, and then for one of them, a kaleidoscope attachment. Like it just, you put it on the front of your camera and you can move it around, and yeah, it's really neat. I'll go through exactly how I did this. The first shot here is the setup. This is where I put the filters together on the table. I have a white velvet bottom, a white velvet set for it, and then there's a window that lets in sunlight. So that was the light source. So that's just the basics of how I set this up in case you want to try these for yourself, because they're neat results. This second picture here is I did the green and the blue filters, kind of did the green and the yellow. I put them together so that they would make a little bit of green in the middle, and tried to line up the lines of the glass with the corners of the picture of the camera frame. It took a few tries to get it just right lined up, so I've got several pictures kind of like this with different colors. But yeah, that was the first thing I tried to do, and I thought it turned out really cool because of the buffing and the different colors. The second picture is where I got a little bit more creative, and I just had a purple filter behind it, and then I lined it up again just to make it look kind of just a little bit different perspective on the same glass. That one is one of my favorites right there. There were several others I did, but I think this one turned out the coolest. This next one is the same concept. I used obviously different colors for this one, and then I focused in a different part of the glass. So then the glass isn't as much the subject as it is the blocking of the color, which I just thought was kind of neat looking, just different perspectives, right? The third picture here is I went down to the bottom of the glass and tried to separate so that the colors would be in different blocks along there, and I was just trying something different just to see, oh, how would that look? How cool might that be? And I was kind of amazed at, like, okay, there's a lot of different perspectives you can take with one simple object. The next one is a bit of a variation on that theme. I realized when I was taking the previous one that I could see all those colors in the base of the glass, like through the base of the glass. So then I tried to get it as clear as possible on those different colors. And this is the one that turned out best, because that's how that the fourth or fifth one is where you figure out what you're doing, right? And those just turn out really cool. So then I flipped it over, quite literally flipped it on its head for this one. And I just wanted to do something different and just see, hey, does this look cool in the end? And I kind of like this one. I did do several different positions and colors of this kind, and this one just kind of stood out because of all the differences in the blocks, and I like how it turned out. This next one is I took mirrors like this, just these little square mirrors. They come in like a 6 or 8 pack on Amazon. I'll link them below in case you want to get something similar, just so you know. They were not expensive either. I don't think they cost very much, but I leaned them up against the glass. Like, I put the glass on its head and leaned the mirror against it. And then the mirrors made it look like there's a lot of glasses. And this is the best one. I would not say this one was my favorite one to do, because once you've done it, it's kind of done. It looks neat. It's just a trick of mirror, though. It was a little bit hard to get them all in focus. And I was using the biggest depth of field I could on that lens, which was an f32. And it was hard to get it in focus and to get it to look cool past a single shot. The one shot looks cool, but after that, you've kind of done it. So I don't know if I'd recommend that one again, but it was neat. And then this final one here is where I just decided, you know what, I've got this all set up. I'm just going to try the prism, or the kaleidoscope prism attachment. And so I put this attachment on the front of the lens, and I focused in on the center of that one just to see what would happen, because that's a lot of photography, is you set it up as the best you can, you click the shutter and see what happens. And this one turned out really neat. I did a few other colors too. I just happened to like this one the best. So thank you so much for watching. If you got anything at all out of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you get all future videos. If you're interested in some telescoping, then click this video here and I'll see you there. And as always, keep being amazing.